Might be Father's Day, but the grind never stops. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Happy Father's Day to all of you amazing fathers out there. Hey, listen, there's a reason I created this channel and call it Dad Planet, because I'm dad first, always. Business is second, although business has been the front runner a lot lately. Happy Father's Day. I created this channel for everybody, but in particular, the dad out there that is absolutely killing it, providing, doing whatever it takes, and getting little credit for it, or not enough credit for it. Not a little, but just not enough. I feel like good dudes aren't getting enough traction in social media and on the television, and I'm here to support you as another dude, raising a family, trying to keep it all together, trying not to go nuts. So happy Father's Day, and listen, to all you mothers out there doing double duty as dad as well, happy Father's Day to you too, seriously. That's what this is all about at the end of the day. So welcome to another What Sold on eBay video. It is June 21st, and this is the first video I'm doing in June. So I'm a little bit behind. It's the first What Sold on eBay video for June that I've recorded in June. So yeah, I'm way behind, but you know, Fortnite gets in the way, changing diapers gets in the way. It is what it is. Anyway, let's take a look at the numbers. So 29.56, almost 29.57, up a couple of percents from the period before. If you're new to the channel, I take 10 Bolos, items to be on the lookout for, out of the week of sales that was. Go over them with you, hoping that you will find them in stores as well, and it serves as motivation to get your ass out and into the thrift stores and the estate sales and the yard sales. Most of the restrictions have been lifted. I know cases are on the rise. I understand, but take precaution, be smart, wear the mask. The mask works. I don't care what they're saying on television about masks not working. They work. Don't be ridiculous. Wear a mask if it helps. And listen, I'm not going to judge you if you don't wear one. So no soapbox talk here. Let's just get into the numbers. Here are 10 Bolos from the past week. Well, not from the past week, because I'm recording this so late, from the first week in June. So let's get started. All right, Nike Shox. Listen, are you watching my previous videos? I have a Nike Shox like in almost every one of them. If you're not sourcing them, what are you waiting for? Get out there and get them purchased and then get them sold. So this was a Nike Live Strong pair of Shox. This was a rare pair. I probably undersold them at $69.99. They went global shipping. The model number here is the style number is 318296-001. In retrospect, I should have priced these for $100 because they are very, very hard to find. So you have like Nike Shox that are old Nike Shox that are already hard to find, and then you pair them with the Live Strong one that was really popular when it was released. People still looking for them as well in the wild. So yeah, if you find them and you find a style that's similar to this, or it's the Live Strong Shox collaboration, price them at $100 even used and see what you can get for them, because I believe you could get more than I got. I'm showing you a picture here of the soles. The soles were in excellent condition. I mean, all around they were in great condition. So I got full price for them. The buyer paid $8.25 in shipping. That doesn't include all of the like customs charges and global shipping charges and all that. So from our end, $78.24 all in. They sold very quickly, and I paid $3.99 for this pair of shoes. Shox. You'll probably see them in future videos. Get them. They work. Cleaning supplies, cleaning items, coronavirus. Source them and sell them. This was a Swiffer Bissell Steam Boost Steam Mop. It was brand new in the package, shoved behind a bunch of other absolute junk inside of a Goodwill, priced at $6.99. I scooped it up. It took about, I don't know, 2 weeks to a month to sell, but it sold for full price. I think I was the highest, and again, I'm going to say this again, I price higher. I don't race to the bottom on a lot of my stuff. I price higher on a lot of my stuff. This item was one of those ones that was a little bit hard to find, so I felt like when demand is still high, I can command a little bit higher price. So that's what I did. $119.99 is the price I got for this item. They paid $17.31 in shipping, $11.40 in tax. So they're $148.70 all in. Again, I paid $6.99. This is the Steam Boost Steam Mop Starter Kit, brand new in the package. If you find it, make sure you grab it because it will be an easy sale, and that's a pretty good return on $7. This is a pair of Nike Air Max Go Dome leather boots. Now, when I was selling heavy retail arbitrage on Amazon, I was mostly shoes and clothing at the time. I mixed toys in, during the fourth quarter, in particular, November and December. But this style, brand new, sold very, very well, and I have access to a Nike outlet in Sunbury, Ohio, which is only like a half-hour drive from where I'm at. So I've spent tens of thousands of dollars in that store, and I remember selling these very, very well, brand new on Amazon. The resale value, even for pre-owned ones, for this style, is still very good. So while I held on to these for a long time, I feel like I had them for maybe 3, 4, 5 months, they still ended up selling for full price. So I got $64.99 for these boots. The buyer paid $12.55 in shipping, and then $6.40 in tax. So they're $83.94 all in. This particular store charges $4.99 for shoes that are above the ankle. So I paid $5 for them, but 65 on 5 again is awesome. When you see Nike Air Max boots, they will have an air pocket. You see the air pocket right there? When you see Nike boots that have an air pocket, pick them up and then pop the style number into your eBay app, because they sell well and for a good price. Condition, paired with size, I think these were 9.5s. That might have been the reason they took a little bit longer to sell than they otherwise would have. But look at those soles. The soles were great. So, eventually just list it and forget it, and boom, you make the sale. So style number on these, 865031. Type that in first. When you see the Nike style number with the dash to the right of it, when you're doing your research on solds, type in the first 6 numbers first. Don't type in the bottom half. And this is what I do when I'm looking items up, particularly Nike, for comps. I type in Nike and then the style number 865031, and I look at how many are listed there first. Then I check the solds and check to see how many solds on just that style number. So the number to the right of it, to the right of the dash, I believe is the color scheme. So .009 was like triple black for this one. If you want more accurate detail on the list to sold ratio and when you're doing your pricing, just type in those first 6 numbers when you're doing your research first. That will give you a better indication, in most cases, on how well that Nike shoe and that Nike style will sell. Not always, but in most cases. And so after that, then I'll type in the dash and we'll kind of go from there. So just a little like heads up when you're doing your research. Maybe it'll help you make a little bit more of an informed decision when you're outsourcing. So, but these Air Max like boots from Nike is usually always a home run. So keep your eye out for them. Same with this next item. So what you'll notice is, what I noticed is Lululemon men's golf shirts, like polo shirts, are selling like insanely well at a rate I haven't seen in a long time. So what I've also noticed is they're very consistently priced at $30 resale on eBay. I priced mine, again, a little bit higher, like, okay, these sell very, very fast. Usually, almost instantly if they're in good condition once they hit the eBay marketplace. And I'm just going to price them at $30 because that seems to be the going rate. Don't do that. If you happen to find a Lululemon, and this is the men's metal vent short sleeve polo shirt, price yours at like $35, maybe even $40. And don't be afraid to wait a couple of weeks to even a month to see if you'll get that price, because at that pace, I feel like at least for this shirt, could have gotten a lot more. And next time I find it in the wild, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the advice that I'm giving you, and that's price it at like 30, 35, or even $40, and then just sit for a while and see what happens. So this shirt was in like immaculate condition. I mean, what can I tell you? And there's nothing much to it other than it's just, it's a popular shirt. It's light. It's almost like it would give you the feel of mesh with its breathability, but not mesh in actual fabric. So very, very light shirt, and it sold fast. So it sold for full price, $32. Buyer paid $3.99 in shipping and then $175 in tax. So $37.73 all in. I have not researched what these shirts sell for at retail value on Lululemon in a store or on their website. So I don't really know, but $35, $40 is what I would shoot for this same style. And I only paid $4.99 for this men's shirt. So yeah, Lululemon men's shirts. I think Rally Roots, they sell a lot of these. Keep your eye out for them. Always pick them up when you see them. Okay, this was in one of my previous haul videos from when we were like heavily locked down in quarantine. So a vintage Robbins and Myers fan. It was from the 1940s. Condition wise, it's, you know, it's not in wonderful condition. It, you know, could end up being like sort of a restoration project for some people, but the fan was still really, really powerful and it had its original cord. So a nice piece. And when it was hard to source, I was, you know, you end up buying things you might not necessarily purchase. So would I purchase this again for $20, which is what I spent on it? I don't know, maybe. But I did get $60 at the end of the day. So not all was lost. It was a good, a pretty good return, even on the $20. And even though it took maybe 2 months to sell, it is now sold. Buyer was happy, so we're happy at the end of the day. $60. They paid $25.52 in shipping and then $6.20 in tax. So they're $91.71 all in for the purchase. And hey, they're happy. I'm happy. It's gone. See you later. On to the next sale. Okay, so you're looking at a $170 tea kettle, but what I think you're really looking at is a $300 tea kettle. I undersold this. I'm almost certain I undersold it, and I'm okay with that because I only paid, what did I pay for this? I only paid $5 for it. It is a Simplex chrome. It's like most of the ones that you see made by Simplex that are like this type of, for this type of gas burner are chrome. This is like or copper chrome rather. This is silver chrome, rapid boil. It's a whistling kettle, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I cleaned it up. So a little hint here is I took some Goo Gone and went over the exterior of the vast majority of this tea kettle and left the bottom. So it really, really came out well. I mean, it looks beautiful, and there's a picture of the bottom of it right here. This kettle in this condition probably should have sold around $250 to $300. So if you find one like this, and what makes it very easy to spot is the bottom. See let me resize this picture for you. See the bottom right there? The little inserts. That's what you want to look for on this particular tea kettle. So $250 to $300 is probably what this should have sold for, but it sold fast. I'm happy with $170 on $5, and it was shipped out to somebody in California, I believe. These are very, very difficult to find, but when you find them, huge money. Keep your eye out for them. The buyer paid $20 to have it shipped and then $14.24 in tax. So they're $204.23 all in. Again, if you find one, price yours at $200 to $250, because I think you're going to get it, especially if it's in this condition. There were absolutely no dents. I obviously touched it up with a little bit of that Goo Gone material, and it just came out looking fantastic. So I was pretty excited about that sale. Keep your eye out for those. This is a vintage Hamilton Beach milkshake maker. The model number on this is P97272. It's jadeite green. I am at the top of the market for this item here. They sell well. I feel like $59.99 is the top. It worked well. It came with the cup, and it was very, very clean. So I got $60 for it. They paid $11.98 to have it shipped. So $71.97 all in. It was priced at $4.99 at a Goodwill. Picked it up immediately and was very excited to see. Now, you will see a lot of these sold in the $49.99 range, maybe even the $39.99 range. No, if you get one that's in this condition, and you can tell, like, look, there's even a little bit of the fading. See how the jadeite colors a little bit different on the top half than the bottom half there? Buyer was okay with that. So even when you see that, as long as the thing is in working condition, all components working in tandem, priced is at $60, especially with summer here, maybe even a little bit more when you find them. There's a Hamilton Beach model that is all chrome, that doesn't sell as high a dollar amount as the jadeite green model does, but pick them both up with, if it's priced reasonably at the store, because both of them will sell. In fact, there's one sitting on a shelf right now in a Goodwill here locally that doesn't have the mixing cup, and if it did, I would buy it because it's in good condition. But I would rather just have the components together than deal with having to sell just the stand. So keep your eye out for this. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece, and it's still in very high demand. Okay, there's nothing to this model. It's an ice maker. It did not come with the basket, but it did come with the scoop. If you look at the product ratings, 54 product ratings, 4.5. It was a very popular model. It's no longer made. A Della countertop ice maker. I made ice with it. You can see some of it right there, so we knew that it worked well. A buyer purchased this. I shipped it to them. They said, hey, you forgot the basket. I said, no. Take a very close look at the interior. The only thing that is included is the scoop, and they're like, well, you lied to me. I can't make ice with this thing without the basket. So they started a is not as described return on this, and I had it shipped back to me. I reached out to Facebook on Facebook for, not Facebook, eBay for Business, because the phone lines weren't working. I mean, I'm not even going to get into it. I reached out to them and said, hey, this buyer is saying that this was not as described. It's totally as described. There's a picture there showing there's no basket there. Okay, fine. eBay sides with the buyer, saying that the basket is an integral part of the unit and it can't be used now because the basket was not included. I kept my mouth shut. I didn't say anything. They're completely incorrect. The reason I know they're incorrect is because I had the item brought back. It sold 2 days later after I inspected it to make sure that it was in correct condition. And the current buyer that has it is now using it without issue. So no, the basket is not an integral part of the unit. And eBay for Business, you guys can go climb a tree because they should have never have sided with the buyer in this instance. But you know, it just goes to show you, it's the rep you get at the time, and it's like a flip of a coin. It's the luck of the draw. But this thing sold for full price to the next buyer, like I said, within 2 days. $89.99, $18.89 to have it shipped, and then $5.62 in tax. For a total of $114.50 all in. I paid $8.99 for this at a Goodwill, and yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see it go, but you know, pay attention, buyers. Like, that's ridiculous. And eBay for Business, shame on you for saying that it is an integral part and the thing is basically useless without it. No, it's not. All right, next one. Okay, so this is the second Craftsman tool belt that I've sold in the last 12 calendar months. When you see them, get them. It's an easy $25 to $30 sale. So this didn't come with the belt, but it was, you know, they're really, really firm. And this one was beautiful. It was like a two-tone on the leather there. You can see it's like a little bit auburn burgundy here with the pockets, and then really like a deep, dark, rich brown to black on the back. So they're well made. I'll show you a couple of pictures of the interior here. It's like an electrician's belt, and they're very popular. Keep your eye out for them. This is one of those items that you know, maybe a couple of years ago I wouldn't have paid attention to, but now that I know there's a market for them, I always pick them up when I see them if they're reasonably priced. And this one was, I think I paid $4.99 for it. Yeah, and it sold for $29.99. They paid $12.55 in shipping and then $3.51 in tax. So they are $46.05 all in. Side note, this two-tone color is one that you can command a higher price than some of the other ones that you will see that are like they're light in color, or maybe all dark in color. Like this two-tone one, I feel like you can get a higher price for it. So just keep that in mind as you're sourcing these two. The model number for this unit is 940527, by the way. So look those up. Good sale, easy sale, and a decent return. And the last one here, a vintage Sylvania 13-inch color TV VCR combo. I got this for free on Facebook Marketplace for a woman that just wanted it gone. She had 2 televisions. I showed up to pick both of them up. The second one was an incorrect one, so she must have had 3, and somebody may have taken the second one that I was supposed to have. I was okay with that because, again, I was just helping her. She was doing a huge remodel. I met her, I believe it was like one of her outside contractors was there. Garage was open. I picked it up, paid $0, and it sold for full price, $119.99, $21.63 in tax, or excuse me, in shipping. So they're $141.62 all in, and again, my cost of goods for this item was $0. You've seen these in previous previous videos of mine. The TV VCR combos, even the TV DVD combos, they're hot. They're still selling well, even without the remote. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you. So thanks for hanging out with me on this wonderful Father's Day. I'm going to play dad now for the rest of the day. Please like the video if you learned something. Subscribe to the channel. And look, I hope to see you in a future video. So thanks for watching.